So yesterday I saw the Batman for the second time, and yeah, it wasn't as good as the first time. Not a bad movie by any means, but just it didn't have that same charm. And something that kind of was a little bit worse was Paul Dano as the Riddler. See, I have a very love-hate relationship with Paul Dano, and I've seen him in 4 movies now. Well, 4 movies. There Will Be Blood, I thought he was great, but he did a little over the edge. He was good in Little Miss Sunshine. Riddler, I laughed in the interrogation scene. Him losing his crap, I don't know. In the movie we were talking about today, Prisoners. Hello everyone, my name is Jaden and welcome back. Today, like I said, today we're going to be talking about Prisoners, which is a 2013 crime mystery child kidnapping thriller directed by Denis Villeneuve. No, it's Denis Villeneuve. So, this is one of the movies that has been circulating throughout Film Talk. Like, this is in a lot of people's Letterboxd top 4. It's currently in mine. Not the top, though. That will most likely always be Whiplash. It cracked my top 4. I do love this film very much. Denis Villeneuve also directed Dune, and I gave that a 6.5 out of 10. I wasn't necessarily disappointed in it because I didn't know any of the source material. I didn't know what I'd be comparing it to, but I wasn't really thrilled with it. But this one, yeah, I do understand all the praise that Denis Villeneuve gets. This film is incredibly well directed. The cinematography, Roger Deakins, great. He did 1917 and some other stuff. He's like one of top tier cinematography. Like, perfect. Each moment, it's not as calculated as David Fincher, but there's no, like, they don't try to get intense with the shaky cam. Like, the shots are either still or very smooth. Even like, it's also perfectly edited. Each moment is a spot. Probably my biggest issue with the movie is that the suspense is kind of just taken away a little bit because they cut off shots just a little too early. I don't know. But yeah, great editing, great direction. Now let me talk about the acting, because this is some top tier acting. This film stars Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano. I think, yeah, those are like the main 3 guys. The other people, I think Viola Davis, but I'm not sure. Hugh Jackman, let me look on Letterboxd real quick while I'm talking. Hugh Jackman is incredible in this film. This is probably his greatest performance I've seen by him. I'm not really close with some of his films. Like, I don't know. He was good in The Greatest Showman. That's pretty much all I've really seen. And yeah, Pan. I don't really, like, I'm not that close or attached to anything he's in. But like, he was absolutely incredible in this film. Jake Gyllenhaal, which I know a little bit more, in a sense, also did amazing. I like kind of the inconsistency with how he doesn't look like a cop. He has tattoos and stuff, but he still feels like a cop. Yeah, and then Paul Dano, I do like him in this film, but he was written really weirdly early on. It does get fixed a little bit later. Like, yeah, all of it is just, this is probably one of my favorite film endings. Probably not like top 5, but still up there, maybe like number 7 or something. But it doesn't really have that magical plot twist that completely changes the view on the story. But it does have like you're not necessarily expecting it, but it does get a little bit wacky a little bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. But that doesn't take away. I still had, I don't want to say an amazing time because it is about a child kidnapping, but it was probably, the 2.5 hours flew by. Like, it did not feel like that. The music, the score, I do like the design of, for some reason, the maze. I do like the grittiness. It does feel like a semi-Fincher film. Probably more along the lines of kind of the Zodiac. It felt very Zodiac, but more saturated, which Jake Gyllenhaal was also in. But it is very creepy, very unsettling, and I like this film a lot. I like it. I love it a lot. I've only seen it once, but I can tell that eventually it's gonna get, might be higher, might be lower, but like, some films that I've watched once that I actually really like and probably consider my favorites are like this, Magnolia, Whiplash, Birdman I've seen a few times. Yeah, that, it's just, some movies, you know you're gonna have a connection to it, you know you're gonna have a great time rewatching it. But yeah, this is one of the best films I've ever seen. Probably best 2013 film. I don't know. It's a decent time of the day where it's time start to winding down, and I think in opposition to that, I'm gonna start watching Seven. So Pete the Fight Club shirt. But yeah, if you don't know my rating system, an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10 is a golden ticket. 9.5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 is a trophy. Now, Prisoners, as yes, it does have its flaws. It's not a, it is, okay, in my view, it does have its flaws, but every film, even the most perfect ones, has its flaws. This film, I don't want to say it's flawless. Nothing is flawless, but I do think that it is close to a perfect film. So, yeah, I mean, it's not, I don't have the highest bar to hit a top 10 out of 10. So yeah, Prisoners getting a 10 out of 10, that is going to be a trophy. Throw the card right here. Yeah, I absolutely adored this film. Great direction, great acting, great writing. Super subtle. I do like, just the plot. Once again, it's not that original, but like, so there's probably, you get to know these characters really well to where you start to get angry at some of the decisions, but you understand some of the other ones that are obviously awful, but yeah, I don't know. That's probably going to make me look like a psychopath in like 20 years. But yeah, that's it. I love this film. I might fall down a Denis Villeneuve rabbit hole. Or maybe fall back into Alejandro González Iñárritu, which is a much significantly longer name rabbit hole, because I did find some similarities in just the coloring between this and like a mix of Birdman and The Revenant. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay gold, everyone.